So in today's class, we're actually going to be learning how to make a paper crane. I've already given you out your square papers, and as you see, I have mine marked here for whenever we get started. But before we do that, does anyone actually know what form of art this is? Yes?
It's origami.
Origami, yes, perfect. And does anyone else, do we know where origami came from, what country it originated in? Yes?
I think it's Japan.
Japan is right, perfect. So now that we have some history and we can actually get to the fun stuff and actually creating our work of art here. So like I said, I do have all my colors marked here, so it's easier for you guys to see as we go through step by step. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to take our square piece of paper and we're going to fold along these red lines that I've made. So we're going to touch corner to corner and make sure that we have a nice crease. Excellent. And then as we're going through this, I want you guys to just go ahead and give me your eyes just whenever you're ready to continue on to the next step so that I know we're not going at too fast or too slow a pace for anyone. Alright, so as we've done that, we're going to unfold it and touch the other corner to the other corner like so. So we have a nice diamond pattern in the middle with our creases. Alright, perfect. Alright, get them done there. Alright, then we're going to flip our paper over on the opposite side. So unfold it and flip it over. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold top to bottom, crease that good, and then after we're done with that, we'll open it back up and fold side to side so that we have some other creases there.
Wait, you want it to fold it this way?
So you're going to fold it opposite of what we folded before. So if we folded to the inside this way, we flip the paper over and then we're going to fold our edge to edge sides the opposite way. And we'll see why that we do this in a minute. It's going to make it a little bit easier for us to make the rest of our folds in our paper.
And we do both sides?
No, just the, or yeah. Yep, we'll do it edge to edge and edge to edge. Perfect. Alright, so now that we're on that, we stay on that same side that we just made folds on, and we're going to bring the corners together in the middle. So we're going to fold up and take our corners, and you should feel a crease that it allows you to touch these middle pieces together. And if you're having issues with that, we might be on the wrong side of the paper. So if you flip it back over, and then touch corner to corner, the ones that are, yep, perfect. And so when we have that, we're going to see these two pockets. Naturally, we're going to want to fold these up so that we have a nice square shape. Good, perfect. So now that we have that, you're going to notice that there is the bottom side of your paper is going to allow you to pull the flaps up, and you're going to have wiggle room. So point the opposite side of that, the side that's closed up and touching, point that away from you. So I'll have this, we'll point that part away from us, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take these corner pieces in and fold it to that middle edge so that we end up with a nice kite shape on the one side. And you guys just give me your eyes whenever you're ready. Definitely doesn't have to be perfect. Most of our cranes end up still flapping their wings even if we don't have perfect edges and perfect creases. And then whenever you're done with that, we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side. So bending those corners in, making our nice crease to the middle. Alright, perfect. Now seeing everyone is done. So what we're going to do from there is on each of our sides, we're going to take this very top corner and fold it down along this crease so that this top edge is going to be flat. So we have more of a triangle shape when we do that. And then when you do that, we're going to just unfold it. This is just to make a crease for our next step. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing to the opposite side, just so that we have the crease on both sides, and unfold it once again. So we're going to stay on that side now that we've made that crease, and we're actually going to open up our flaps on the sides here so that we have this square again, and then we're going to pull this very first bottom flap, not the whole thing, this is not going to allow us, but this very first bottom flap, we're going to try and pull that up to the top and have it bend along that crease that we just made. So we'll just see, we'll do that a couple times for you guys. I know this is kind of a tricky step. We'll pull these out, push them back in so that we have this nice big diamond. And then at that point, we're going to fold the top piece, the top triangle of this diamond, back down. So we've actually, I know you can't tell yet, but we've just made one of our wings for our crane. So since we've done that on one side, like we've done pretty much everything else, we're going to keep it symmetrical. We're going to do the same on the other side. Open our sides up, nice big square, fold along the crease that we made. And then we're going to carefully fold in the sides so that we have this nice diamond, and fold back down for another one of our wings. Alright. Starting to get there. Good, good, good. Having a few issues here, but that's okay. Like I said, creases definitely do not have to be perfect. We should still be able to get a good functional pen out of these. Alright, perfect. And we'll flip that back down. Excellent. So now you should have this nice kite shape. And so once we're at this point, you're going to notice that you have two flat sides that are going to be exactly the same, and then you're going to have these little flaps in the middle as well. So we're going to take these flaps, if you open up the one side, fold that straight up to the top, and then close it back down. If you prefer, if it's a little easier, you kind of can feel the tension, you just fold up here and then flip it. And then we'll have this long diamond again, where you have separate pieces at the top, and then we have the two wings here at the bottom. Just give me your eyes whenever we're ready. Alright. And then now, at this point, we're going to take our bottom flaps, we're going to fold along that same crease that we just made.
Looks like a dog.
And fold this up here, do the same thing to the opposite side, fold that up there. Now we have our wings are in place. Alright. Perfect. So now that we have a nice triangle, but we have these flaps on the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to take the one side of the flap, pinch it, and then we're going to bring it to an angle so that it's even with this edge when it comes down. And this doesn't have to be perfect. Your wings are still going to flap one way or the other. We're just making sure that we have this connected and that it's going to give us a little bit of leverage. And we're going to end up doing that on both sides. So when we pull those out, we'll just try and fold these tight so that all of our edges are very nice. Alright, so now we have the basic structure of our bird. You're going to pick one of the sides, so either this or this. I did this one on my left side here, and we're just going to take this and fold it into itself, just so that we have a nice little head on our crane. And so we're starting to see him take shape a little bit. Perfect. And then, if we've done this properly, you might want to adjust your flap. So the flap that's to the back side of wherever your head is, you might want to put your finger in there just so that we have some airspace so that these will flap properly. And then if we've done it all correctly, we're going to be able to hold him just below his head, pull out and up on his tail, and we should be able to make him fly. Pull up and out. Try messing with the flaps. Perfect, and then we're going to hold just below the head, like we said, and pull up and out. Good, perfect. And that's how we're making a paper crane. Thanks for attending the lesson.